All right, so let's review where we left off. We had created a data model that represents widgets, right? These widgets can have unique identifiers as strings, have a default title, a default type, a default size, and also a reference to the topic ID, the parent topic ID that they belong to. Right? Also, we had setters and getters and a couple of constructors. This was this data model was being manipulated by the service. The service would be able to create multiple instances of these widgets and add them to a list of widgets. And this was being stored in the memory of the server. Today we're going to blow away a lot of this, right? And instead we want to store it in a relational database instead, right? So not in an array, but in a database. We also implemented a couple of CRUD operators that allowed us to create new widgets, delete widgets, right? Find widgets and whatnot, right? All things being stored, from using this array, right? So again, we're going to refactor this so that instead of going and using this array for storage, it's going to use a relational database instead. Okay, this web service, again, the responsibility of the web service is to manage the life cycle of your data model, right? Do manipulations, creations, updates, deletes, and whatnot. It is completely agnostic to how it's being accessed, whether it's from a web application or from a local batch or from the command line, right? It doesn't care, right? It only provides a nice API to be able to manipulate the data from anywhere. Make sense? The responsibility of exposing this through a web interface is the responsibility of the controller. The controller uses the service to do the manipulation of the data. So the controller only is responsible for exposing this, all this API through a URL interface. Yes, it is not responsible for actually manipulating and implementing those behaviors. Instead, it delegates all that to a service that implements all those behaviors to create, to delete, to find. Right? It delegates that to the server. The service knows how to manipulate the data, not the controller. Okay. It just exposes this to a nice API. Make sense? All right. All right. So we're going to now refactor this to use our relational database. All right. Let's do that.